Imagine you are in your childhood home and then go to the basement of that home. Find something like a basement if you don't have it and start digging a hole and keep digging. This is an unconscious exercise. To what comes out of your unconscious, I don't know, but something will pop up in your head when you're digging. And chances are, since we're live, nothing's gonna pop out because you're not alone. When you're alone, this is a lot easier. But what pops out is gonna blow your mind.
What's the best way to train yourself to be 10 times more productive and not waste your time doing meaningless
Yeah, if you're doing meaningless, write down what I'm gonna say here. This is really gonna change you. If you find yourself doing meaningless all the time, it's not really your fault because you're being externally triggered by what you watch. This is why Plato said like music should be illegal, because it can thought loop you. Certain types of music or TV, media, content, whatever. That's why if you look at a successful person, they only watch channels they want to be like. They don't mind numb themselves to entertainment, right? Like you'll never see me scrolling on TikTok for pranks or whatever you guys do. I've never done that. Like, stupid. You can even see successful creators on Kick. They'll be creating. They're not going to be scrolling. Like Vitali's creating, right? Like that.
You were talking about Protestants and how they believe that faith alone saves.
Yeah, well, in a metaphysical sense, faith is all you have. So if you're faithful in making the next iPhone, technically you just hold on to that faith, linger in that feeling. So if you wearing an Apple shirt makes you want to invent more or some shit, if the feeling lingers when you wear that shirt, then stay in that shirt. If you feel better after you do like some cardio and stuff, linger in that cardio, stay in that feeling. But the faith, the frequency of faith is that ask yourself, can anything come out, anything successful come out without faith? And ask yourself, how powerful is faith? Do you need Jesus for faith? Technically, no, because Jesus rewards even Floyd Mayweather, right? Now, it's better if you do it the correct way, but Floyd Mayweather was faithful to the world he wanted. He was faithful into that, taking care of everyone, millions of dollars. He was faithful to that idea, and he held on to that faith and got what he wanted. Basically, what I'm saying is, you have to make it like this. Without the faith, that world doesn't come to you. So technically, faith is everything. Now, what strengthens your faith? Good works. But it's strengthening the one thing you need, which is faith. So things that strengthen the faith, like it's not, when Protestants say faith is all you need, they're not telling you that faith goes like this, up and down. You have to find ways to keep it up.
How do you cope and recover mentally from a bad health diagnosis that can only get better / reduced by a super plain boring diet for the rest of your life?
You don't need to recover. You are recovered. You don't need to be healthy. You are healthy. You are not diagnosed, bro. Diagnosed? What do you say? You spell casting that it's forever? It's not just the lower class.
How to be more productive and escape negative thought loops.
Yeah, escaping negative thought loops is just lingering in the feeling of you being a winner. So what makes you feel like a winner? Let's say it's working out. Let's say it's socializing. Whatever the makes you linger that feeling, you go soak up in that feeling and you hold it for as long as you can. And soon your life just changes, right? Now, you can run from that and eventually it comes back hardcore because you've suppressed it. But do things that level you up. Don't watch TV. Don't scroll through social media or TikTok. Delete it, bro. Delete it because it has more power than you, right? That FOMO, like, oh, I'm going to miss out on the latest prank video or whatever you guys watch. That FOMO is stronger than you. And 90% of your day, you're doing things unconsciously, like an animal. That's very dangerous. Winners are conscious of their time.
Manly P. Hall refers to Christianity and the Bible as largely allegorical and a myth in the occult anatomy of man. How do you interpret this?
Yeah, it's basically some people struggle with faith and they go to the allegorical, right? I get it. We do that too. End of the day, there's no such thing as anything allegorical because whatever you imagine becomes. So if you imagine a better world, that you're tuning into that frequency. This is not hocus pocus. This is guys, I'm telling you right now, your thoughts, like, ask yourself, why does a human even go to sleep? Because you've spent your whole day planting your thoughts, and in your sleep, you're watering them. That's what the whole Bible talks about. Do you really think they're talking about the vegetables that grow in?
Jon Zherka.
Oh, Jon Zherka from the I know who he is. The viral, he's going viral.
All the users listening. Go watch Jon Zherka instead.
It's just Tom Brady guy, bro.
Red Pill Rage donated $88.88.
Yo.
I finished reading Memories, Dreams, Reflections. What other book do you recommend? These chatters still don't get about needing and wanting.
Another book I recommend.
Swaggy Floyd donated $5. Any tips on staying in the winning mode? As I have weeks of happiness, productivity, etc., then followed with weeks of depression, and I've been in this cycle for a bit.
Yeah, listen. A book I recommend.
Z-Down donated $5. This my last $5, February 22nd, 2003, LP11.
Listen, a book I recommend from Jung. You're saying, yeah, I like alchemy a lot. I don't recommend Ion, right? That's really advanced. I don't know why everyone goes there, but yeah, that's a great book. And the guy who said he loops 2 weeks happy, 2 weeks sad, if you have this looping life of 2 weeks you're happy, 2 weeks miserable, it's so simple, dude. You're having weeks where you're being versus weeks where you're thinking of being. When you're thinking of being, you're thinking of the past or the future, which is big no-no. Big no-no. Anytime you think of anything in the past or the future, you are about to destroy everything you have here. And I'm telling you right now, it's not about thinking of nothing like a Buddhist. Just follow your desires in right now. So if you have a desire of being a millionaire, what would that look like? What would you do if you were a millionaire? Well, I'd get up and I'd shower. So get up and shower. Oh, yeah, but I'm not a millionaire. No, get up and do your millionaire shower. Then what else would you do as a millionaire? Well, I'd go to the park and I'd do this. And you start living your life when you start using the faculty of imagination that anchors you into the feelings of winning. And the feelings of winning are always in the moment. They're not in the future. They're not. God, you are cursed if you're winning in the future. I'll tell you that. Because that means you might get it, but it's not going to come to you in what's healthy. It's going to come to you in an abstract way. Like you're unconscious, that it's like tuning you into these different frequencies in life. You're unconscious. It doesn't speak a language, right? It just says yes to whatever you're demanding. So be careful. Can a man talking about the future demand something? Not really. It's not a scary demand. If I knock on your door and I say, I demand this in a week, you'd laugh. But if I knock on your door and say, I demand it now,
donated $5.
you'd go, oh,
Any advice for someone stuck chasing after lust?
Yeah, there's no such thing as lust. It's social media. Just delete everything. Delete everything. Make it hard for you to see that image, that triggering external trigger. What is that? Well, it's when I'm on Instagram. Then get the away from Instagram. Take that stuff out of your system, and you're gonna find yourself, you're beastly because of external triggers. It's not your base form at all. Your base form isn't like that at all.
Ringmaster donated $8.88. How can one integrate chronic pain, fatigue, etc. from a genetic illness into your divine purpose so you can transcend it?
Chronic fatigue from pain? What do you say? You're listen, dude, if you broke your back, this is not the channel for you right now. What the what are you talking about? Yeah, but what I was saying is, let's word it like this. You're thinking of the
Controversy donated $5.
Streaming, bro.
Spitting clean truth right now. The Drake versus Kendrick drama is the prime example. People are worrying and wasting time on two guys that will never know who they are. Also go to Islam Makhachev's gym in New Jersey and troll him. It's gonna go viral.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. But guys, it's really simple. If you're miserable because you watch politics, stop watching politics. It's your external trigger. If you're miserable because you watch sports, stop watching sports. That's your external trigger. If you're miserable because you watch this TV show, stop watching the TV show because that's your external trigger. Once you cut out all these external triggers from your life, it's not that you're happy, but you found your zero. And zero, you can build from zero. You can literally build. You're receptive to brilliant ideas. Again, you're free. There's psychic content coming up and not being shot out. And remember, guys, you're not generating just through your fucking cock. You're generating through this. Every moment you're generating. Excuse me, not generating, you're tuning into. The moments are all created. You can tune into the moments, right? But in my head, it always feels like I'm creating. I'm not. I'm just tuning into. But I'm telling you guys, these external triggers you have are going to make you very weak. Very, very weak. Right? Like, ask yourself, who is you without social media? You know? If you can't answer that, then it's like, damn, you're nobody. It's hard to answer, though. Like, yeah, well, that's how the unconscious speaks. If someone says, I hate Zherka, there's a lot there. You know who says I hate Zherka? That guy's ex-girlfriends, right? People like that linger in it. They just need me. If someone says they hate me, your exes say that. It shouldn't offend me, right? Now, if someone says I don't really care about Zherka, that shit hurts because they don't watch my shit. They're not invested at all. And remember, your attention, I can transmute that. I hope Vitaly catches you. We're going to do something together, Vitaly. So that would be funny. Yahweh was never the name. I don't want to break it down, but that was never the name, bro. How to stop Gaza situation and make me feel depressed. Listen, dude, you have a duty to people around you you have to be healthy for them. So if you watching that kind of media is ruining you, you're ruining others that are counting on you. So even if you're not doing anything for your family, they need to see you healthy so they can be healthy. You understand? It's your obligation to show them a healthy person. And so I'm telling you, turn that fucking TV off, bro, because you're becoming weaker with it, and you're not a part of any winning movement. Nobody wants you if you're weak, right?
They donated $7. The flow state is building wealth while not stressing or needing it.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Way trickier, yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about how tricky that is, but listen, whatever you want in life, close your eyes right now. Don't take my word for it. Try it right now. Close your eyes. Imagine you already have that. Linger in the feeling and see if you still want it. And chances are it's not the real need. It's just an illusion. And there's many of these illusions you go through throughout the day that are going to dominate you. But once you unpack them, once you make that opposite real, then remember, when it's the opposite, you don't have it, you want it, then they cycle like wheels. But once you make it real with your imagination, then it's real and you don't want it anymore, and it dissipates and your anxiety lowers because the need goes away. The need goes into something else. It could be something superficial, whatever. It just keeps transmuting. And you can do that for all your thoughts until you come to the base form of what you need. And the base form is what you actually want.
3DNV donated $5. Looking for serious to read Carl Jung with Red Pill Age and other viewers that are serious about reading Carl Jung. Add me on Discord.
Yeah, that's smart.
We have a schedule.
That's smart.
Discord is 3DNV.
That's smart, yeah. Read books with others and then go through what you read with others. That's smart. Yeah. Zherka, do tall guys really need game? Do you want me to answer that, chat?
Jordani donated $5. Are there any hermetic or esoteric practices on increasing beauty and height?
Yeah, there are actually. Not about height, but beauty. The strongest esoteric practice on increasing beauty is You're not gonna like it. It's being healthy. Yeah. Like, healthy people get places, dude. But that's the most talked about, yeah. Like, humans don't stay healthy to be healthy. Most of them stay healthy to reproduce, to look good. Like, they don't do it for themselves, which is kind of crazy, right? But that's not how humans work. Like, you don't really have needs for yourself. As soon as you can find a need that's for yourself, it's your real need. But usually it's masked with illusions. Yeah, the guy asking, does a tall guy really need game? I'll word it like this. He does in front of me. Because his bitch is coming home with me. That's why game is so important. That you're always going to be a smaller fish. Always. Right? Also, the guys who literally are in my website who pay for it, do you know that these guys don't write, yeah, this is good shit. They say this is life-changing shit.
Yo Zherka, I'm a junior in college. I'm gonna be making big money out of college. My girlfriend goes to my college. I just want her to just marry me and have my kids, but she wants a career after college. What should I do?
First of all, you are never gonna be a millionaire with that language. Don't say, I will be a millionaire when I complete college. Say, I am a millionaire and I've already completed college. That way she's attracted to you. Because when that's bouncing off your skull, the mystery of Golgotha, then she's more attracted to you. Your I am is, I'm almost done, honey. They don't like that shit, bro. 90% of, listen to what I'm saying, you 90% of human communication is nonverbal. So what's bouncing between your ears is what she is picking up on. You have to be, you cannot become, you have to be. As soon as she senses that you're the type that becomes, she might be afraid that you might become brave when she's in danger. You need to be brave.
Okay, donate
Dumbass.
$5. In long-term relationship game, will it turn off the girl if guy starts booking places girl wants to go for dates instead of the beginning of dating and surprising her with places for dates?
I've never been a surprise guy. I don't really see the need in it. And I've never been a date guy because you can date her till she gets bored of you. If you want a girl to be mystified and forget for the rest of her life, just think about you. Let's say that is worthy. You pick one that's worthy of that. You go, I know this isn't that good, but for some reason I like her. I want to run this one to the ground. I just need to make this mistake, Zherka. I go, okay, if you need to do that, if you want to keep this one forever in your claws, then don't ever take her out on a date. Take her on a vacation. Take her on many vacations in the first month of meeting her. And 80% of the job is done. You literally win the bitch. Because no man will ever do that to her again. Now, she's going to feel hyper special. And it's sad because no man will ever do that. There's very few crazy people on earth that do that. So you have to choose, like, pick one that's worthy of that, right? Because it's not only going to boost her confidence being around you, but you're going to take it away when you guys break up. Like, she will never be confident again because for the rest of her life, no man will ever take her on vacations. And what does she learn on vacations? She learns, oh, life's not about gold digging. I have a lot of fun with just, a guy and going on vacations and stuff. Like, you pull her out of the gold digging mind. That's when they panic because they go, oh, I'm not a gold digger after Zherka. But what the no guy's taking me on. And it's like, yeah, it's like
Luke
double-edged sword.
$5. What's my numerology reading? My DOB is July 22nd, 2003.
Now, hold on. Do that for a bad girl, and yeah, I think she can recover more. Do that for a good girl. I don't think they ever recover. So, let's say this. Well, Zherka, I don't want to spend 10 bands on a vacation the first few weeks of meeting her. You're gonna spend more if you date for 6 months,
Zherka
you idiot.
donated $5. Can solely manipulation make you become known as good at having sex with? Or does it only goes as far as your physical skill technique ends?
No, bond is what will increase that intensity, right? You can do this all you want. If there's no bond, there is no, I should call him. If it's all about this, then the guys in the hub would be taking all our bitches, but they don't. Dude, here's how you need to see it. This part where you're busting when you're about to, that's not sex at all. Everything you do that leads up to that part is the magneticism. So the walking, holding hands, that all of that is the same act. You're just looking at the peak of the act. So that when you see the whole mountain for what it is, you realize bond equals you have her. It has nothing to do with bust, right? Bust means you have her for a couple of months, maybe a week, right? And then there's weird arguments they bring up and they feel unsafe and blah, 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 whatever. That's why bond is everything. And how bond works is two forces meet and they clash. But the manipulative force says, my world is bigger than yours. Really, John? Yeah, let me just, and I eat her. And she's in my world. And she's, oh my God, vacations and friends and fun and money. And I love being Zherka's girlfriend. Oh my God. And then you sprout. She does something wrong. You're done. And she goes, why is my life so boring? Why is my life so... Do I like toxic guys? He wasn't toxic. He was a great guy.
Miss Avery did $5. I am a double 8. May 8th.
Oh God.
Building a business at the moment,
all right,
but my psyche seems to spread out to me and telling me it won't work and to go to college. I even dream about school, even though I know college is...
Bro, whatever you say you dream about, you don't actually dream about. You need to feel
Spray
what you
donated
dream about.
$5. Zherka, you said to delete social media. What if that's my source of income and also key to success?
Then your source of income will increase when you delete the social media you have that doesn't feed your whatever your income is. So if you're a bodybuilder, but you also look at little prank videos, that's not feeding you. So delete the prank videos, bro. If you're a bodybuilder, your off time should be nutrition or something that kind of goes hand in hand. Like that's how do you think you get a black belt in something? You know, you don't do random acts. Like they all go towards one point.
Maximus donated $5. The I am that I am is God's nature, not man's. Asserting that is trying to be God, which is pride. God by his grace fills us with the Holy Spirit that we may be sons
Christian.
of God, but we must be humble.
No, the Spirit dwells within you. You can use the Spirit,
David
you fool.
$5.
Foolish,
If you
miserable.
were alone in your room and God appeared in front of you and told you he'd answer only one of your questions, which question will you ask?
I would ask him, why? 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 Just why? For everything. Just why? I just need a why. Why? But I already know the why. You know, we forget the why, but don't listen to these stupid Christians who Christians tell you, you were created on earth by God's grace. And no, you weren't. In the Bible, it says you can only return to heaven if you are from heaven, from pro-life. You can go into different frequencies in life very easily. You choose the tree you're eating from. Don't listen to that Christian who says weird like, you can't dwell in the spirit of I am. Yes, you can. The Spirit dwelleth within you. Does that mean that I have to literally do everything myself? You can do everything yourself. It's not going to work unless you have faith. So technically, you're not doing it yourself. You have to have faith. So that's how it works. Through faith, you can do whatever. You can be who you want to be. You can change your whole destiny if you want. But the ending doesn't change. The ending is set in stone, God's stone. What you do before that ending, you can change. You can choose to be a millionaire or a broke guy. You still have the same gate you're going through. But the dumbest thing Christians do is forget that you're picking a tree and you're eating from it. That's all you're doing with every single thought you have. Everything. If you want to know whether a thought is real or not, linger in the I am. Linger in right now. So, man, I just want a bunch of girls. Okay, imagine Use your imagination. What's your life? How does your life change if you have a bunch of girls? And then you linger that feeling, the desire, it subsides a bit, and you go, huh, I'm just lonely. That's why I want chicks. And then you're at the bottom of the fruit, right? Then you start eating from the fruit of the one that gives you the life you want, right? The scariest thing you could do, look, if you're miserable, depressed, and you watch Christian channels, bro, I'm telling you this, 90% of Christian channels, they're just like you behind the scenes, bro.
Rabbi
Just like you.
Zirkenstein donated $5. What is manipulation game you can use to reshape the image of how girls who have known you for and categorized you view you?
Say that again. Someone repeat that. What the language was that? I understood it. I think I did. Does manipulation work if you... What?
John donated $5. Zherka, are you saved by faith alone like Protestants say, or by faith plus work like Catholics and Orthodox say?
Look, I like to preach that works is the same thing, faith and works, but there is no reality. There's no such thing as works. Works doesn't exist. You choose the fruit you want to bite with faith. You have faith in darkness or faith in life. There's the only two. There's nothing. Works doesn't even exist. You have to do the works to prove the faith.
Chris Chat donated $8.88. Why is my game so much better with girls I don't like compared to girls I like?
Because of
How
the need.
do I emulate the same game with girls I don't like with the ones I like?
Because of your need. Your need to have the ones you like is making you a creep. 90% of human communication is nonverbal. So when you have a need, I want that one, I need that one, she picks up on it and she gets afraid that you're a serial killer. No matter what you say, you're failing. Now the ones you don't like, you don't have the need, so you're more attractive. It's so simple, right? Now how do you fix that need? If you're surrounded by the ones you want 24 hours a day, the need shifts. It has to shift. Guys, think of when you're winning in life. You are being something. Think of when you're losing. You're thinking of being. You're not being. It's really, I want to say simple, but you're going to go to bed and forget it. Right? It's not that simple. But think of any time you picked up a chick. Were you thinking about picking up a chick, or did you just be the man and do the job? Now, getting that chatter to stop, certain people have different external triggers, so there's different ways to go about it. But I think the best way is to run it to the end, live through the end. If you did get her, what would you say to her? So when you see me, Heel Mike, and Action Man talking to chicks, they're sometimes good, sometimes bad, but I'm always perfect. Why? Because I sit down, the girl next to me, I go, you can see my face when I do this, I am her boyfriend. How would I sound if I was her boyfriend? And I turn to her and I speak to her in that language. And they get, oh my God, I like John. Do you get what I'm doing?
Christ is all states of matter donated $5.
Why is that? What's
You
up with
are
his
the
name?
realist. Never change this style. You're so smart and you obviously care, otherwise you wouldn't answer everyone. Everyone in here should realize this. He is the realist. I learn everything from you, please keep...
Yeah, but you gotta remember that the streamer doesn't care about the chatter. Right? Like, I have moments where I care, but ultimately, your life, I don't even know. You know? So if you ever see me getting passionate about something, you should probably tune your ear, because all you have to do is ask yourself, who has won the most in life and who has lost the most? Oh, it's Zherka. He's the most bipolar. If he's the most bipolar, what does he look like when he's winning? Oh, what he says actually makes sense. And it's funny, because when I'm losing in life, you can see my comment section saying, yo, you're not really being Zherka. I go, yeah, just let me run this fantasy a bit longer. But here, I want to leave you guys with this. 2 old men meet at a bar. You guys and me. We meet at a bar. We're very old, right? Really old. Old as... And the first thing I say to you guys is, what's the fantasy now? That the fantasy keeps you going. And the fantasy you're playing is ruining your life. So change the fantasy. Like, which character are you playing? Are you playing a guy who stays at home? That's a horrible MMO to play. That's a horrible fantasy. Why are you running it? And the weird thing is, humans have to run their fantasies to the ground. So I get it. If you're in the losing mode, you run it to the ground and never go back.
K donated $5. Bro, why am I wasting hours a day overthinking and planning things with my new girlfriend? It's taking focus away from work and business.
What a weird question. You answer that, chat.
Court Irina donated $5. What if your desire is height and beauty, things which are given to you by God before being born?
Explore the desire and you'll find out it's not the case, right? Because you want those things to be attractive to a certain girl. Can you get that girl without those things? Yes. Any guy can. I'll tell you this, bro. I can't wait till you guys get the girl you want to realize, whoa, that was an illusion. It's not really the end. It's not even close to the end, right? But why I still promote you guys go through that is because the brain, bro, the unconscious is going to unravel. You're going to go through it. You're going to do it, no matter what.
Maximus donated $5. Our Lord says, for whosoever will save his life, shall lose it, for he that shall lose his life for my sake, shall save it. For what is a man advantaged, if he gain the whole world, and lose his soul? The Christian life is not...
Right. Yeah, we know this guy faps, bro. Like, you guys sound good on paper, but like, end of the day, you don't have a channel where you uplift people. You're not really doing anything for the world. You're just kind of repeating scripture, and it's kind of boring, to be honest. Like, it doesn't even hit. It's just a robot talking. You know, it's not like... my whole existence is to pull people out. Sneeko has this existence too. We pull people out, right? We know what it's like to be there, so we pull you guys out. And you're just like a chatter who thinks you're Christ built, but haven't done. It's like when Peterson says, fix your room. He's really saying, let's see some order in your chaos before you go out and change the world, which is also a faith frequency, right? Once you prove that, you can go out in the real world.
222 donated $5. Is there a way to ask a girl to be your girlfriend that doesn't make you sound like a faggot?
It's she's gonna say, what are we? You're not gonna say that part. Okay. You can numb the question if you have abundance of girls. So let's say I'm in a room with 10 girls, I'll ask 10 of them to be my girlfriend, so there's no meaning. None of them feel special. They all know their place. That's a really smart way to go about it if you have abundance, right? And then they start building themselves up. Am I worthy? They start doing that. And that's all on my website. I go in depth in being. Like, I'll say this. Have you ever seen those like drug dealers in your town that get every girl and they're just like losers who play PlayStation all day? They know how to be. Like, if a girl walks in the room, they know who to be, right? Yeah. You can see also a lot of
L donated $5. Zherka, is ADHD real? I got diagnosed and prescribed Adderall. When I take it I feel like... Is ADHD a psyops?
Yeah, it's not real. If you look into the scientific studies, it's so fake, bro. ADHD mostly comes from an external trigger or a trauma. So if your parents were arguing and fighting and in the face at 4 p.m., usually at 4 p.m. your brain gets chaotic, even if you don't live with them. Why is that? Because it's an external trigger that's cracked in your psyche that you have to unravel, right? And yeah, most people have it. I think a lot of guys have it from like social media or something, but yeah, every one of your issues comes from a crack that happens to you, right? Because you're whole. Your soul is whole. Then the cracks make it weak. But you fix these cracks and you become more whole.
David donated $5. What's your take on the concept of fate versus free will?
Yeah, it's fate is where we're headed. Free will is we can choose how we get there. So for example, Patrick, stop.
Patrick Starfish donated $5. Hello, John.
Okay, I gotta go.
Question. I'm an 11 LP, born on the 1st.
Yeah, fate versus free will. Okay, it's like this, dude. You're on a boat, and the destination's set. That's your fate. Where you're headed, it's set. Now, how you sit on that boat is up to you. Do you want to sit at the back of the boat where there's no money, or do you want to be a millionaire at the front of the boat? That part's all up to you. What you do here on Earth is all up to you, but your fate is the destination, right? Which is the resurrection, right? We die, but we choose pro-life, so we have eternal life. We go on to the next. New Age spirituality, yeah, I don't really know much about it. What is the New Age even up to these days? What do they do? Do they just talk about manifesting on a paper? Like, if I write it 10 times, it'll happen. No, your thoughts are charged by your emotions. So just writing it isn't enough, bro. It's not enough.
I'm not trying to piety signal, John. I actually think you have far more of the truth than most of these streamers. And I agree that a Christian without joy is not a real Christian. I just want to point out the New Age type spirituality.
Yeah, but technically New Age is everything, bro. Like, bro, anytime someone tries to explain to me what New Age is, they're saying everything under the sun. So I don't even know what you mean by that, right? But do I believe that everything happens because I asked for it? Only if I can linger in that faith, yes. But no, I don't think you could just ask something and you get it, or else that would happen for all of us. Clearly there's a system to it. It's also a dangerous system because you can go very crazy. You can start thinking you're the shit, that you're like, wow, I could get anything from God, and I could be my own God, and that New Age stupid, right? But yeah, I genuinely believe most Christian channels they're trying their best, but their results suck. You know, my results are awesome, right? Yeah, like, have you ever joined a Christian community, one of these chats on YouTube that just preach the Gospels, and there's a lot of Gideon energy? Yeah, that's not good, bro. You can see by energy who's got it correct or not.